Hello everyone and welcome back to another Star Wars figure review. Next up for you today we're going to be taking a look at some figures from the vintage collection. This time around I'm going to be giving you a look at some figures from probably the most elusive and hard to come by wave of the vintage collection so far, and definitely one of the hardest waves to find in recent years. And that is of course the Return of the Jedi wave of the vintage collection. Even if you live in an area, maybe in the United States, where distribution of Star Wars figures isn't really a problem, you know, you're still pretty lucky if you found these figures at retail because they've been packed in really short supply. But rest assured they will be coming out you know, in bigger quantities later on down the line, as Hasbro said that due to the demand for this wave they will be re-releasing cases of it in, I believe, April or May. So we haven't got long to wait until these figures hit mass retail. But I'm going to give you a look at some of them today. And the first one I'm going to give you a look at is the rather infamous Rebel Admiral, and that's of course Admiral Ackbar, known for his iconic catchphrase, "It's a trap!" This is definitely a much needed upgrade to a very iconic character. We haven't actually seen an Admiral Ackbar figure in the basic figure line in over a decade and a half. Since the Power of the Force line, so it's really nice to get Ackbar in today's modern lineup. So before I get onto the figure, I'm going to give you a look at the packaging that he comes in. Here it is. This is a direct reproduction of the original vintage card. As you can see, you've got the image there, as well as the Return of the Jedi logo at the top, and on the back you've got the first release of Ackbar from 1983 to 1985. And you've got the vintage collection description there as well as the rest of the wave pictured along the bottom. Now you see there that there are a couple of figures included in this wave lineup that haven't actually made it into the wave, and that is Yoda, who has been delayed and re-released in wave 5 of the vintage collection, which I'll be reviewing for you soon. And also Wedge Antilles, who we have yet to see any confirmation on when he's going to be appearing in the line. He was shown at Comic-Con in 2010, although Hasbro did acknowledge back then that they'd be delaying the Wedge figure, and we still don't know when this guy's going to be released. So only time will tell. But there's the packaging for Admiral Ackbar. Very cool. Onto the figure. I for one am very impressed with it. I absolutely love the head sculpt. As you can see, detail on it is superb. Due to the complexion of his skin, you know, in certain lights it's hard to pick up the detail, but I think my camera's doing a pretty good job of that. Absolutely love the touch of the gold eyes there. I think that looks very nice as well. And just the sculpt of this figure's head and the detail in it is absolutely superb. Very, very pleased with it. It does come with a couple of accessories. It comes with this sort of, I don't know really what it is, it's some sort of baton or staff. I'm assuming it's to like point at coordinates on a data screen or something, not entirely sure. And he also comes with this Star Wars era iPad, or what seems to be an iPad. Although I'm assuming that's some sort of like data screen or something like that, not entirely sure. Very cool nonetheless. As you can see, he's got his little rank badge on the front of his chest there, and the hands are nicely sculpted as well. Superb detail. And in terms of articulation, Ackbar has a ball jointed neck, which is quite a strange joint because the socket is actually on the inside of the head and the pegs on the neck. So that offers up quite a strange movement in the head, which is cool. He also has ball hinged shoulders and elbows, swivel forearms, a swivel torso, swivel hips, ball hinged knees, and unfortunately no articulation in the ankles. So while for many this is the definitive version of Admiral Ackbar, we still don't have the technical definitive Admiral Ackbar. Still, a very cool figure there, highly recommended, and as I said, one of the most iconic characters from Star Wars that we've been waiting 15 years to see a modern day figure of. So very, very pleased that Hasbro decided to follow through and make one. So there we go, that's Admiral Ackbar from the vintage collection, wave 3. Hope you've enjoyed having a look at this figure, and I'll be back with some more soon. Until then, keep collecting, and may the Force be with you.